Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. I hope you're doing well today. You can probably notice behind me we've got the Christmas tree up. We've gone early. Me and the wife have gone really early. We thought, do you know what, it's been a rubbish year. We're in lockdown again and we thought, do you know what, why don't we put the Christmas tree up, cheer ourselves up a little bit. Plus the wife is going to be working a lot over Christmas. She works for London Ambulance, if you don't know, so she doesn't get much time off work, so she's going to be working throughout. So we've gone early. We thought to put the tree up and we'd make the most of the Christmas season this year, so we've gone extremely early. It's the earliest that I've ever gone. Some of you are now probably thinking, what a loony job, what a loony guy. 100%. So this beer I'm about to review is fitting. This beer is called Nutjob. It's from Boss Brewing and it is a peanut butter ale and it's coming in at 4.5% ABV. This one went into not the latest Lidl launch, the one before, but I couldn't get it. But luckily my brother-in-law, who is a Lidl's manager, managed to get me a bottle. So shout out to George, thank you buddy for that one. So this is Boss Brewing, who are based in Swansea in Wales, and it says there Nutjob peanut butter pale. It says, beer and nuts have always been the perfect combo. Welcome to the magic match of them both rolled into one in this peanut butter pale ale with smack you in the face peanut butter flavours which are complemented by the malty backbone. It's one of those beers that shouldn't work but just absolutely does. A nutty, savoury, crazy hit that's best enjoyed with a handful of peanuts, of course. Try it for yourself as the experience is almost impossible to explain. Said it should have a nutty aroma, savoury peanuts, a buttery, slight bitterness in the flavour, and it's perfect with pecan pie, salt and vinegar crisps as well, apparently. So yeah, a beer to thirst for, like a boss. Boss Brewing, it's the first beer I've had from Boss Brewing. The artwork again is a guy there with holding a jar of peanut butter. So Nutjob, pale ale, let's see what this is all about. Loads of smoke on the opening of that one. Not sure the camera's picking up it, but loads of smoke on the opening to that one. Let's give it a pour. And it's got some life in it. Look at that. Goodness me. There's carbonation rushing up on that one. Loads of it. Loads and loads of it. God, blimey. That just smells like peanuts. But you look at that, that shouldn't smell like peanuts. You're so used to peanut butter stouts and things like that. To have a peanut butter pale ale to give off that kind of aroma is very, very odd. This is a bit of a... my mind's a little bit blown at the moment. It doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't be getting these it's peanut butter all over. It's peanutty, it's buttery, it's malty. There's a slightly roasted malt aroma to it as well. It's really maintaining its head. I mean, that is a massive, solid 3 finger. A fluffy white head. It's got a slightly creamy feel to it as well. It's really hanging onto the glass. The carbonation is really quite strong on this. And you can see it rising up there. Hopefully you can just about make that out. It's a slightly hazy pale ale. Golden colour. It's really maintaining its head. And it has got a very strong peanut butter aroma to it. I really wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't expecting it to be that strong. Smells the part. It looks very, very weird. It's really maintaining that head. That head is going nowhere. It is sticking, moving with the rest of the beer. It's going nowhere. I'm going to try and get stuck in through his head. So cheers, guys. Citrusy sweet. And here comes the peanut butter. That's very, very peculiar. Let's go in again. Is there ingredients on this? Get some more in here. It's really determined to hold ahead, this one. No ingredients on this at all, which is a bit odd. There's not even allergy advice on it, or is there? Hang on. Nope. No ingredients on this at all. Oh, hang on. Allergy advice contains barley and wheat. That's all it says. There's no ingredients to it whatsoever. I can't remember the last time I drank a beer that had no ingredients listed on it whatsoever. This is an odd beer. Really, really odd. Still struggling to get my head around the fact that I'm getting a peanut butter flavour to it when it looks like that. You know, it doesn't make sense. There's so much going on. I kind of wriggled the bottle around and I've got a bit of sediment. You see that kind of at the bottom of the glass. A few bits and bobs floating around in there now. But this is a madman. Carbonation wise, this is going absolutely potty, this beer. Absolutely mad. It's that aroma, that peanut butter aroma. It's really quite strong at first, and it sort of slowly dies down. But there's a very subtle sweet citrus, particularly lemony fruit, citrus fruit of lemon coming through. So on the palate, it's quite thin, very drinkable. You're getting citrus sweetness initially, almost honeyed lemon. And there's a slight kind of bready malt character to it. The flavour, although not particularly complex, really coats the palate. So light-bodied, well carbonated, and then just at the end, where perhaps normally you'd expect a bit of a bitter kick, instead of bitter, you get peanut butter. It's really odd. It's peanut buttery, a slightly roasted malt finish. Peanut butter and like a roasted toffee. Subtle, sweet citrus, lemony, honeyed lemon. There's that carbonation rush. Carbonation rush then dies down. And that honeyed lemon is still hanging in there, and then up comes this peanut butter, slightly roasted malt flavour at the back end. It's a really interesting beer. You need to try this one. You need to try this one. It's not like anything I've ever had before. Maybe with a slight orange, lemony, orangey, fruity flavour to it. Carbonation dies down, and then up rush this roasted peanuts, peanut butter flavour at the back end. It's very odd. It's very odd, but very interesting at the same time. Worth a go, because I say, I don't think you would have had too many beers like this one. Yeah. I think that this beer, I think, is going to divide opinion. If you've had it, let me know what you thought of it. I'd be really interested to know what you thought of this one in the comments below. If you're not, I recommend going and trying to find it. Boss Brewing, in Wales. Yeah, try and find out, see what you think it's all about. It's a very interesting beer. First time I've had a peanut butter beer that's that colour. All the peanut butter beers I've had have been stouts. So this is the first off for me. But it's very interesting. It's very nicely done. Not sure if the style will catch on, but it was a really interesting beer. Scores. It's not one I'm going to be drinking on a regular basis. I would probably pick it up again if I saw it. Being in Lidl, I imagine it wouldn't be too expensive. I'm not sure how much it was because I never got it. It was given to me. But I would give that a 6. I think a 6.5 out of 10. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. It's very different and it tests your taste buds. It's a whole new experience for me. So just on that, I'm going to give it a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10. So yeah. Nutjob, Boss Brewing, 6.5 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Until my next one, you take care.